is about 27 degrees here in southern Oklahoma. If I look opposite the sunrise, may not be able to make it out, but got a lot of color over here. Our leaves are finally turning. Subscriber garden is now just waiting for spring. I'll be tilling it up. Hopefully today we're going to get to some more box building and try to get this area filled in. But I think you could say the 2025 Okies Eden garden is gone. It is, I think, going to be a nice sunrise. Let me back this up a little bit. There you go. Like I said, it is very cold. I did harvest the last of the pumpkins. So there's one. These will not be kept. These are actually mushy. We didn't have a hard freeze the other day, but I had two that just went bad. So these are going to go around the corner about a half mile away. I'll throw them in the woods for the deer, let them have them. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Eugene. Eugene. Shout out to Eugene. This is better. You can hear how you can see it move, I think. So these were already from the inside rotting, I think. They're I don't think these were the healthiest, but so these two will become food. So deer will eat them. I mean, they smell like pumpkin. And you can see yesterday I pulled out the Black Beauty zucchini. I picked our cantaloupes, I think there were. Yeah. We picked our cantaloupes yesterday. Got two. I had four, but two. Oh, hey, Wendy. I had four, but two were kind of mushy, and they were small. So I just don't think they developed properly, which is fine. But I do want to show you this. I don't know if you can see them or not. But look at these. Even though the plants are pretty much dead and going to get tore up this week, they still keep putting out blossoms. Hey, Zed. And here's one of the main, this is where I planted them. So you can see the main plant coming out. But there's nothing on them. And these are all dying out. But the vines just continue. So I find that quite interesting. Hey, Natty, how you doing? Now I know I got my potatoes over here. I got my baby reds. So they're going to have to be dug up this week. This, you can see now, this is my asparagus. And you can see how they've yellowed. And now what I have to do is, this week I'll do a video. These will get pruned down to the ground, and I'll just snip them above the ground. And then I have a bunch of grass and sawdust I'll bring in here to mulch the area to keep the harsh weather not harsh. I mean, it's not like Oklahoma gets harsh winter weather. We have a bad day here and there, but I'm gonna try to get to my prime spot for my sunrise in the winter is over here by the telephone pole. We'll see what this gets us, because I think it comes through right about, I think it comes in here now, where in the summer months it was coming up over here, but not sure our guy's gonna get around to haying our field this year. Oh, that's cool, Wendy. Wendy, I don't know what it is up there at your place, but I wonder if you're even colder than us, because I think we're 27 right now. And I'm just gonna put this out there, I'm not a fan. Oh no. It's snowing at Shannon's and Debbie Sue's. No. I'm gonna pass. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna put it out there. Pass. I love that when the sky is like that. Just as the sun's starting to come up, you see all this yellow, and then it fades into the blue. Yeah, I don't I don't like it either. Interesting note, where my wife works, they know we have a wood shop, and every once in a while they'll ask her to restore something. She had an old Adirondack chair that was sitting in her yard. Wanted to know if my wife could restore it. So she brought it home, got it out of the truck for her, and it proceeded to fall apart. So she told the lady they're just junk. So the lady said, oh, just if you don't mind just tossing them. So I decided to check the wood out, but I gotta show you guys this. So it was a yellow Adirondack chair, but check out this, if that's even coming out good. So it was this really, I don't know, grotesque yellow, but a lot of the wood is solid. So this, I will be making some projects in the Okies Eden and subscriber garden, because the wood that's solid is weathered, and you know, it's an Adirondack chair, so there's some really cool shapes, but you know, that piece there is solid. Probably about half of it is wood rotted, so you can't fix it, but these are going to be really cool, because I can put this over on one of the trellises or something at the top. I can paint something on it, but yeah, I love faded old wood like that. Probably because I'm faded and old. I find it funny that I lived in the Northeast for 41 years of my life. And I lived out near, excuse me, Buffalo, New York. I'm not cold yet. I have a heavy sweatshirt and my hoodie on, and I just put my hood up, so. I don't like the cold anymore. Um, I can work in this, but being from upstate New York, and like I said, I lived out near Buffalo, which is just over the border. Of course, you were right near the Great Lakes. So we were near Lake Erie, and you'd get a foot, 2 foot of snow every time you got a storm because you'd get the lake effect. And then you'd get that, you were near Canada, so you'd get that Canadian cold come down, and oh my goodness, let me tell you. And then you get down here, you might get, last year and the year before, we had a couple freakish days where it was almost 0, and we had below 1. I think we had 1 below 0 down here, Fahrenheit. 2 years ago, we had that one day. I'm sure Wendy remembers that. She was probably colder than we were. But, so I don't mind it if it's a day or two, or sometimes we get a week where it's cold, we get a little ice storm or something. I can deal with that. It's just, I whine and complain about it, but I'm old. If I want to whine and complain, I can. You get older, people just assume you're going to be miserable and cranky. So you might as well just go with it. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but look at that jet up there. Is that going to show up? I can't see it on my camera here, but I'm hoping you can. Yeah, there it is. I see it. There's a nice quick moving jet up there. Oh, you lost power again at the oh, thank you, Shannon. You guys got a snow day today, huh? Excuse me. All the, I don't know if you can see them or not. Let me see if I can get them. All the turkey buzzards are in the trees. I don't know if you can make those out or not. I think they're waiting. I think maybe that's a harbinger for me. I think they're waiting for me to pass out here so they can come have some breakfast. I don't know. That's pretty rude of them, actually. Oh, yeah. When it was, yeah. Yeah, that's quite a, I was watching the one last night when you were transplanting the stuff from your mom. That's quite an elaborate setup you got there. If that baby was up and running with off-grid, that'd be great. Boy, those turkey buzzards are really... Got a whole bunch of them over in the trees there. If you ever want to see an ugly bird, look up turkey buzzard. A lot of times I'll throw food out here. If I have some like croutons or dried bread, I'll break it all up really well and I'll put it out in the yard in the back. And the turkey buzzards are they're kind of bullies. They jump down on it, and the little birds I set it out for, they run them all off and they sit there and they eat it all. So I have to be a little more judicious how I put the food out. I usually watch and see if there's any turkey buzzards hanging out, and then I'll throw it out there in the yard, and then just kind of keep an eye on it for an hour or so to let the little birds come in. If the big birds come in, I kind of shoo them off. They have enough food. I mean, they're scavengers anyways, and we have an abundance of animals on the road around here. They don't want for food, I'll tell you that much. If you can see this or not, but he must have done a U-turn, because here comes the jet again. Either that or it's another jet, but now he's coming back this way. Hey, Soblez. I think what they're doing is they're satellite imaging Okies Eden, because they saw this morning that I hit 880 subscribers, and they're like, okay, why is he so famous? Why is Okie just moving up the charts? What is so interesting about Okie? He's got to be doing something down there that's really, really cool. I'm kidding. Excuse me. Oh, you're breathing some of that cold air. Yeah, I'm something. I don't know. I've been called other things that aren't as nice, but I'll take a hoot. Sure. I'll tell you what, you live down here and you're used to the 70, 80 degree fall weather, and all of a sudden you get 26 or 27, and it kind of knocks all the what I want to do outside today. Because right now I just want to go in and open up some soup, or actually I could get my pumpkin soup I made out of the freezer, because I saved a quart of it. I could reheat that. I think I might just do that. I'm gonna thaw my soup out, and I will have maybe a grilled cheese sandwich with my pumpkin soup today. Maybe I'll eat it at my great-grandfather's 100-year-old table I finished. While I'm, exploding on YouTube and just becoming this YouTube sensation, you know. I think my channel in the next year is just going to be people showing up to see if I injure myself or tip over and fall. And then people just can throw me in the garden and let me compost. I think I'm going to go in the wood shop later. I got 4 plaques done. Excuse me. So I got 2 other videos coming up. And then Wendy from Hardknack Farms said she's going to send me some kind of seeds. And so I'm probably going to start a Hardknack Farms placard, whatever you want to call them. Some say plaque, some say placard. I don't know. I'm lucky I can spell plaque. But thinking about starting a plaque for her in preempting the seed's arrival. I know the other day I had mentioned gas prices here, and I will say, Wendy, I don't know what they are up by you, but when I did some grocery shopping Saturday, it was, I paid $2.14 a US gallon for my gas. Last week it was $2.17. The week prior was $2.18. So my gas in this area is still coming down. I feel bad for those that are in states where the fuel taxes are so high. I used to live in New York, and I was very familiar with that, you know. You were always 60, 70, 80 cents higher than some of the southern states because New York enjoys their taxes. They really do. I gotta say, New York is just, that's why we left in 2008. In 2008. Yeah, I wonder if they'll get on your roof today, Wendy. If you look, it's just coming up right there. Yeah, we're near this. I think it's probably Tinker Air Force Base. You can see another jet here. Let me see if I can't, it's hard to see him. There it is right there. You see this jet here. There's a Tinker Air Force Base here. I'm pretty sure that's probably where they're flying in and out of right now. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Oh yeah, here it comes. Here comes the sun. That's gonna be a nice one. Look at how orange that is. But yeah, New York was always super high. Gas prices, I know California is. I think Misty from Down Home Misty Style, I think she said the other day when I mentioned ours, she said that hers was $3.59 or something. And that to me is just crazy. How can I have, you know, $2.14 and somebody else has $1.35 or whatever, 45 more? That just doesn't make sense to me. Well, guys, the cold, believe it or not, is killing my battery. I just got my 20% warning. So just so you guys know, my battery is going to die here in a couple of minutes. I'm just going to let it run till it does, so we can get as much of this sunrise as we can. I'm used to the severe heat. Really drains the phones quite easily. I forgot that cold does too. Well, it knocked it to 10% really quick, so. Wow, $5.15 a gallon. That's ridiculous. Wow. Anyways, people, it's at 10%. The sun's just barely breaking through, so my phone is going to die here in a second. So when this goes dark, that means my phone passed. I have to bury it. So everybody have a good day. I'm sorry we're not going to get the full effect. The cold is just draining the phone, so. Of course, the jet has to, you know, get in the way of the sunrise. Okay, here it comes. We'll get some of it anyways. Yes, so Blaz, I'm going to definitely get that out and let that start to thaw. Look at that. Well, everybody, take care. Thank you for being here, spending time with me this morning. I really appreciate it. Thanks for supporting my channel. I appreciate that. Hope everybody has a good day. Hey, foraging. And I'm getting more low battery messages. So everybody enjoy their day. Thanks for your support. And we will see you in the next one. I got a couple of videos coming up in the next couple of days. Hope you guys will watch them. Everybody have a nice, peaceful Monday, hopefully. And this month is tearing right through the month. I cannot believe we're coming up on Veterans Day tomorrow for the United States. And then next couple of weeks, we got Thanksgiving. This is just crazy how fast 2025 is going. So everybody have a great day. We will see you all soon. Peace out.